It is a brand new season, so that means that it is time for us to upgrade our tier list here in Season 5. There are going to be quite a few changes here today. A lot of these heroes are actually going to be moving up a tier, but that's mainly because I feel like the game is now more balanced. The differences between like the OPS and A tier are super slim, but I feel like I do want to make some changes based on the experiences I've had in the last season, and of course on the balance changes as well. And I will be keeping the OP tier because I do feel like that tier, it doesn't mean that they necessarily have to rush in and nerf these heroes, but I do feel like these heroes are heads and shoulders above the rest, especially within their own specific classes. And if you master any of these heroes, you are going to be an absolute freak on the battlefield. So without further ado, now let's dive straight into this. We also have our brand new hero Fade there at the bottom, but we'll go for some of the old changes first. So honestly, and if you guys haven't noticed, I changed all the profile pictures now. They are back to the default skins because a lot of you guys had a tough time noticing the difference, especially if you were a newer player to the game. But the first hero that's going to be moving is Aletta, up from the S tier into the OP tier. I know she just received a nerf, so it's kind of weird that I'm moving her from S to OP. Before I was like sort of making the conversation that, you know, Aletta's balanced. If you're really good with her, good for you. But honestly, man, the cooldowns on this hero, even though they did reduce the headshot damage, I just feel like the cooldowns on the ultimate and her ability to just go in and get crazy has her heads and shoulders above every single SMG hero especially, but a lot of the other heroes in the game as well. A double jump is coming up here with Hualing going up from A tier all the way into the OP tier. These two heroes, the reasons why I actually had them in a tier lower, my argument before was like, they're very hard to use, so it's like most people can't play them at that level, so I want to sort of like take that into consideration. But I think I've changed my mind moving forward, and it's like if you play this game for a couple of months or a couple of weeks even, and you play the same hero, you're eventually going to be able to play them at a pretty high level. So I feel like the tier list should reflect that as well. And Hualing, as much as I am an OSAS main and I will always claim OSAS supremacy, Hualing is one of the most obnoxious heroes in the game. She is so strong, especially when you get her passive. The fact that you can see people through walls, which means that they cannot flank you. You know where to pre-aim your arrows, and, you know, unlimited ammo. She has the death ball, so if she body shots you, she can kill you with that ball. The free kill ultimate, where she can just go up off the ground, or even if you use her tornado ultimate, if you try to flank her and she just throws you away with the tornado, keeping that distance. She has the self peel. Man, oh man, Hualing is an OP tier hero, and if you want to get cracked with snipers, she's the one that you want to try to master. I still love the value of OSAS. I feel like he's super balanced. I feel like he's not overpowered, but I will always go with him. He is my favorite hero in the game. Now, like I said, a lot of these heroes are moving up tier, so the next hero that we're going to be moving here is going to be the Shell. Shell is going up from A tier to S tier now that Aletta has moved up from S into the OP tier. And Shell, I've just been finding so much success with her, and the more I play her, the more I realize she's one of the most dangerous heroes in the game. The flanker role in general is one of the most dangerous. It just really disrupts the gameplay. If you can get your flanker onto the back line to cause all that mayhem and then get out alive, which she can do so well with her invincibility as well as her teleport with the ultimate, and even if you're not using the teleport, if you're using the other ability where you just go under them and just throw them into the sky, it's just a big game-changing ultimate. And if you can catch the entire team playing together and you do that to them, your team is going to pretty much get a guaranteed 3-0 team wipe. So I feel like Shell, the value that she has in every single aspect of the game, allows her to be here in the S tier. The next S tier movement I'm actually going to make is the Skadi. So this is another one where I'm like, I was debating for the longest time between Skadi, Judix, who's better, who's worse, and I was sort of just thinking, I do feel like this meta is more leaning towards either you're going to be really good at the long range, which is why you can see heroes like Hunter, you know, Hualing, OSAS, you can see these heroes shining a lot in the meta, but at the same time, it's either going to be that or the close range. Both Skadi and Judix fall in the in-between, where they're like not super long range heroes. Judix is more long range than Skadi is, but she is horrible up close. Whereas Skadi is not as good at the super long ranges. She's insane in the medium range. And I would even, you know, before I would say like, she's hard to hit her shots with, which she is. Once again, I'm changing my sort of style on this. But the fact that even if you get super close to Skadi, she can send herself back with the web to put you into that medium range where she's really good at. I feel like across the board, she doesn't really have any weaknesses, and I just feel like she's super, super strong. So we're going to have Scatty here up into the S tier. The next hero we're moving is actually going to be Chemist out of the S tier into the OP tier. So we got 5 now into this tier. All my Chemist lovers, I'm sorry. I know I'm shining a lot of light on her right now. People want to keep her on the down low, but this hero, man, a healer. This is the best healer in the game for so many reasons. Whenever a team is playing together as a unit, the goal usually is to try to get a flanker in there to disrupt it. The issue is if you try to go in and disrupt with a Chemist on the enemy team, what are you going to do? They're just going to look at the floor, shoot down, heal up their entire team, heal up themselves while doing damage to you. So you can't actually break the backline when they have a Chemist on their team, especially if they're aware. And the fact that she can just run up and challenge some of the best, I'm talking about she can run up and challenge Hunter. She can run up and like challenge like a lot of these, really good damaging characters. Even Hua Ling, if she lands a body shot, she's not going to be able to kill her with the ball because she's going to heal herself on the floor at the same time, and she can just challenge anyone and heal up at the same time in a 1v1 situation. Like, Chemist is insane. I was thinking about moving Iris up from A to S. I just don't think that's the play though. Iris depends a lot more on her teammates. She does have a pretty decent gun. If you can land those shots, you can do decent damage, but she is definitely more team oriented. Even her ultimate is team oriented, so it's a very good ultimate, and that's why she's in the A tier, but it's like very, very good team player. So I think I'm going to keep Iris here in the A tier. The next movement is actually going to be Kazuma coming out of the C tier. And I desperately wanted to move up to A, but that's a cap. I know that's a cap. So Kazuma is going to be coming up here into the B tier. I feel like, he's good. He's good, and I find so much value and success with him now as I've been playing him as of late. But man, just not enough HP in the air. And when you look at all the other damage heroes in the game, the way they can like 2-shot, like he's like 2-shot. All these other heroes like Judix, I'm pretty sure at max level still needs 3 shots or 2 shots or headshots and a body shot in order to kill a lot of these main DPS heroes and all these other heroes in the game. Whereas if you're a Kazuma, man, that's 1 headshot, 1 body shot, and then this dude's falling down out of the sky, and like he just gets melted too easily. If you're a very, very good Kazuma, you can easily play him at the A. You can argue S, maybe. I don't think so, though. I think it's like somewhere in between. But I don't think he deserves to stand next to Victor. Not many heroes do deserve to stand there next to Victor. So he's just bottom tier, especially now with Fade coming into the game. And hear me out on this one. So Fade, for me, goes into the A tier. This is the most awkward looking tier list, but I feel like this just shows how balanced in a way the game is and how the differences between some of the best heroes and like the heroes that are under them are. But hear me out with this Fade play. A lot of people were saying that Fade's a useless hero. Like, why is he in the, all these other tanks? If you don't have a shield as a tank, you're not that good, this, that, and the other. But I actually think that if you think about it, Fade is essentially an upgraded Victor, right? And he's way more consistent. So Victor's shotgun, I just don't think his shotgun is that consistent. And whereas Fade's cannons are extremely consistent. If you land that cannon, you will do the damage that it says it's going to do. And you can also hit that on multiple targets at the same time. So just on the weapon alone, he's very strong. And then the dash of Victor is super short. The cooldown is really long. And you just can't find the value that you want to find. Whereas Fade, the cooldown, I believe, is actually shorter, especially because when you're using it, the cooldown already gets started. So when you use that charge, you can charge really, really far, like halfway across the map. If you grab somebody with that charge, it's an instant kill, especially if you can land that onto a wall. Boom, boom, you're going to hit them against the wall. You shoot them with 1 cannon, they're instantly dead. The fact that you can grab multiple people and like do damage to multiple people at the same time with that charge is insane too. So a lot of these team comps where it's like the idea of the game is to group together and stay with each other. As great as that sounds, a Fade can actually disrupt all of that by getting to the back line, playing that flanker role. Like think of Aletta and Shell. So they have the outplay potential when they flank because they can disappear. She can go away with the invisibility. She can go away with the invincibility. Fade doesn't have the risk of having such low health to where if you outposition, if you position yourself poorly, that you just die. Whereas these two do have that, but they can also, of course, be mobile by going invisible and invincible. For him, it's have a lot of HP, go in with that charge, and absolutely disrupt the entire formation of the enemy team. You just run straight at their damage and like try to pin them against the wall. Now, the reason why he's not higher than this, even though he sounds like he's incredible, is the fact that he still has to sort of run head on. I do think his ultimate is strong as well. He can really just, people that are grouping together, he can grab them all and just cause mayhem, but it's still a very head-on hero, so you have to be super careful, otherwise you'll just get melted down. Kelvin got nerfed again. I don't think I'm dropping him out of here, though, because it's the fact that he can queue in so many snowballs, and they have 15,000 HP at max level, so you drop a snowball, even if you don't have, I mean, he still has 50 bullets in his gun, but if you drop the snowball, you can hide behind it, you can heal with it, you can ram somebody with it. Like, it's like, this guy is always going to remain in the OP tier, in my opinion, and I feel like, you know, there's not as many changes that we made this time around, but I like this tier list a lot. You know, some people think that Sindri should be dropped. I think she's extremely strong with the Rage Ball. Jabali, we already know, is a very good, very, very, very good tank. Love my O-Sauce. Gatling got a buff, so you could have argued, oh, well, she should go up. Well, I've already had her up because I felt like she just has a lot of potential, but now she also has the ability to have mobility, and she can chase down targets, run away from targets, reposition, all of those things by using her abilities, which is amazing. Gloria, Mark, we always compare these two. You know, Gloria is just a better choice because she has a longer range, and in the close range, she has her shotgun. The ultimate, you can also argue, has more value in comparison to Mark. Still, solid heroes once again. I mean, I almost forgot her name for a second. Christina, very good hero. You know, we always talk about her, but you do need a lot of skill to be able to play her properly. Labula, strong. Fort, strong, A-tier hero. Vincent, you know, I'm so close to dropping this man's down into the C tier. I'll be completely honest with you, because it's like, I might do it, bro. Is that a play? Vincent down into C? Is that wild? I think that's the play though, low key, bro. I don't know, bro. He's just too loud. He's too loud of a hero. It's so funny because when the tier list came out, or when the game first came out with him, everybody was freaking out, bro. But nobody's playing Vincent. He's just not good. And the better people get, the more people start to use their brain, and more people start to actually have awareness, the worse this guy becomes. So he might be at the bottom tier. I should have made that change earlier. Hopefully you guys watch up until this point, or at least skip to the end of the actual tier list itself. But I think I'm putting Vincent down into the C tier next to Victor. This is a pretty good tier list, I feel like. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Of course, this is all always opinion based. This is the hardest time I've ever had making a tier list. I don't know why it happened to be this season. Like I said, I feel like it's because it's all balanced. But looking at this, I really, really, really like it. And I feel like it's a good indicator for anybody that's like new to the game, if they want to try, you know, playing these heroes, to really think about it, you know. And another thought on the Scatty versus Judix, the 4 bullets, and like, it's just, this is the tier list, right? This is the season 5 tier list. I think it looks really, really good. I know my Johnny Jet lovers are probably talking right now, like, hey, put him up. I was thinking about it. Johnny Jet, yeah, you know, he has this interesting invisibility, but I think I like him in the B. If you're a specialized Johnny Jet, you can play him at an A level easily. Same with y'all. I just don't think, though. I think this is it. This is the tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Well, let's get into some gameplay now. We'll play some 5v5s and see what happens.
Yo, alright, so the stream is ready. Everything is ready. They're starting in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And
Oh,
I think I'm gonna be, yeah, let's just join the team in the game, even though it's one, I don't know, I think it's not necessary, so I'll just wait for like 10 minutes until they start. I'm going to get the code and share it with you guys.
Okay. Alright.
By the way, I didn't hear Atomic voice at all.
Wait, you can't
Yo,
hear me?
Atomic.
Here?
Yeah, now I can hear.
Oh, I've been talking this whole time. I don't know if I mean,
oh really?
wait, actually, you guys can hear me?
I
Yeah,
know, yes.
we did it.
Yeah.
We did it. I was like, maybe it's just like his microphone is off.
What the heck? Nah, I've been talking. That's crazy.
Lol.
Happens all the time.
Oh, good.
Oh, what's that jumped up above us? Oh no, Victor. Jeez. Our teammate's running into a corner. Nice.
Chemist is also taking a nap.
Yeah, it's AFK.
Fixing his buttons for that new ability. Nice.
Overtime.
Yeah, wait. I think they will start the timer after. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like 10 minutes. I think I know they're gonna start.
Okay.
I thought they will like start 10 minutes before like the time, so they can like be on time.
So we're gonna be 10 minutes late then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Double kill. Triple kill. Quadruple kill.
You guys on a match or?
Yeah, we're in one right now. It's taking a bit. Tough opponents and really bad teammates.
I'm just in the lobby.
Unstoppable.
Hey, now our other teammates running into a wall.
I know, right? They're both. It's a win trade.
And that's mean it's bots.
I might pull out the Iris today. So much damage.
Yeah, she's actually pretty good. Especially with the second skill.
Oh god, there's all of them there.
Triple kill. The payload is approaching its destination.
Clutch.
I don't know how we win that half, but let's go, dude. Let's go.
That was not 5v5s.
No.
Awful.
You guys won?
The first half was 7-minute half. It's
That was really
crazy.
bad. I want to get in their spawn. Any chemists to follow?
3, 2, 1, start.
Chemist!
Double kill.
Oh, he won't heal me?
Cameras don't like you. It's crazy.
Oh my god! Oh, there he goes.
Oh. You guys need the real chemist. Me.
Triple kill.
Bro, and our Skady is at the second point. Who's he fighting?
It's demons.
Quadruple kill.
Okay.
Killing spree. Unstoppable. Total domination.
Or is incredible. Incredible.
I think Jab's OP too. It's so much damage.
Yeah.
Like Victor
Just
levels,
like-
but it hits everybody.
He actually stings with that weapon. He's like stinging people.
So he's that good. How many shots does it take to kill like a scatty?
It does like 2,800, I think, if you hit all four, and I think
Yeah.
you
Oh,
always hit all
wow.
four.
So
Not
it's
bad,
like
not
2
bad.
or 3.
And it shoots pretty fast. I mean,
Yeah.
True.
and
He
it
reloads real
still
fast.
shoots everybody in front of him.
You can also like put your shield up and it will charge up. So
Okay.
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Alright.
Mark's full flanking.
Now, where's the
You guys are
cat,
still
bro?
playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long game. Yeah, it's 3v5.
Oh, I see.
It's fine. We still have some time.
Is Chemist not back yet?
Nope, they're cooked.
He died like 5 minutes. He's running into a wall.
Oh my goodness. We just got pushed so far back.
There's like not enough health packs on the map for us.
Yeah.
Oh, we turned the fight here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright.
That was big. And they didn't even have Victor that whole time. Oh, that's crazy actually.
All right. So they started the stream for them.
Okay.
It's going to start for people like in 1 minute. So there's a later delay.
Okay, we'll be out of here in 15 seconds if we do good.
Hopefully.
Did he stop window? Those Chemist, we can kill Chemist on point.
Yeah.
No. No way we're winning that.
You
You
guys,
guys are 2v5.
you guys should see the chat in this arena on YouTube.
Let me go check it out.
Nice.
People be like, nah. People be like, nah, Rodi is winning. No, Atomic is winning. No, man. There's a whole fight going on.
I'll be right back. I gotta
Alright,
pee and then we go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wow. We're back to.